let's do some little how to wear a crown stuff. Y'all ready? So let's talk today about the spiritual body. So when your spiritual body is out of whack, you can do some things to get it back into whack, back into alignment. So how do you know, first of all, when your spiritual body is out of whack? Let me find the good excerpt. Okay, so when a spiritual body is unhealthy, it manifests in uncomfortable ways. You're either disconnected from reality, not paying enough attention to what you're doing. It's difficult to be present in the moment. Okay, so has anybody ever told you you've got your head in the clouds, like that kind of thing? So that can happen when your spiritual body is out of whack. I'm super guilty of this. It happens to me quite often. When you forget that you have a spiritual world, and you feel alone and only seek answers to your problems that are in the world. Okay, so that's another time. So when you are seeking answers, but you catch yourself seeking it from all the people around you, you catch yourself seeking it in things, you catch yourself seeking it in places that are here in the physical world instead of going to your spiritual source for help. That could be a good indication that you're out of alignment with your spiritual body. So I'm super guilty of that too. Sometimes it takes me to go the rounds of all the people that I know in my life before I'm maybe I should just, go there for the answer. So I have 3 tips for what to do when your spiritual body is unwell. So the first one is prayer. If you feel like your spiritual body needs help, the best thing that you can do is ask. Ask whatever and whoever you believe is out there supporting you. Send that intention into the universe and ask for help. I'm so super guilty of being one of those spiritual people that tells everybody to pray as the answer to everything and then forgets to do this myself. I usually wait until I'm exhausted all other human efforts and trying to figure it out myself before I finally stop and go, oh, yeah, maybe I should pray about this. Then, of course, after I do, I feel better and everything goes a lot smoother in my life. So when it comes to the spiritual body, we definitely want to go for the spiritual solution first. It's simple. Stop and pray for what you need. If you need to get your head out of the clouds and back into your physical life, just ask for help doing that. If you need help gaining spiritual clarity on the problem you have, just ask for that. Pray, pray, pray. So the next thing is action. So this means to now that you've prayed, you're going to do something to show your faith, kind of. So you want to start doing something that's in the direction of the spiritual healing. Look up how to heal the spiritual body on Google. Ask the most spiritual person that you know for some advice, or play that video that keeps popping up on your YouTube feed for some weird reason. See, sometimes things will start popping up and we'll just ignore them, and they're really the answers, and God sent an answer our way, or a prayer has been answered and we just overlook it. So if something is odd or strange, out of place, maybe pay a little bit more attention to that. If you don't know what direction to go to, just start moving. Eventually, you'll feel more and more guided, but just start where you are, even if you don't know where to start. The internet is my favorite place to tell people to go because it's really easily accessible. Then follow the small nudges from the universe. Something will stick out in your mind as important, so take note of it and follow the signs and occurrences that seem significant to you. They don't have to be things that are significant to other people. It just has to mean something to you. So if you saw a video and the cover made you feel better just by seeing the cover, click that video. Or if, a word is resonating with you, there'll be times where I just feel keep hearing the word faith over and over again, or I keep hearing the word connection over and over again. Or I feel like I want to look up something about a certain type of therapy or a certain type of healing modality, and then all of a sudden I'm down a rabbit hole and find something was exactly for me that I needed. And it can even be about strange things, like you start looking up a video about shoes, or you're looking up something about shoes and then you stumble upon what it is that you want. So trust those things that tell you to go in a certain direction. The answer that you could get is stop paying attention to all the spiritual mumbo jumbo right now, or like I've gotten that answer before, and that's fine. So sometimes just take the action to show your spirit that you're paying attention to it and seeking the solutions to the problems. And so that's what it's all about. Just acknowledging that something was resonating with you and saying, okay, intuition, okay, resonating, okay, vibration, okay, angel, spirit, guide, Buddha, Allah, whatever, whoever you believe in, right? This, I saw you, I hear you, I'm listening to you, and I'm showing that I believe that was for me by acting towards it. And then they will continue to come, especially when you get an answer from it, then it will become more powerful as your belief in yourself that you're able to follow signs increases, and as your belief in the ability for signs to show up increases, then it'll begin to happen more abundantly. So last is connection. Connection comes in many forms. Connection to self, connection to the earth, connection to people, or connection to the universe. Just start seeking connection. When I feel my spirit is disturbed, I seek to connect. I walk outside and connect with the earth by grounding. I meditate to connect to the universe. I call friends and family to connect to other people. I encourage you, if your spirit feels off, investigate where you may have lost some connection and begin there. So there's all these different areas of our life where we need to have connection, and whichever one you haven't connected to the longest is probably the one that you should connect to first if you feel like there's something going on in your spiritual body that needs some assistance. So let's go back and just rehash what we just talked about. So we talked about the spiritual body and what it feels like, and indicators of when you have an issue going on there. And then we talked about the 3 things that you can do to immediately assist your spiritual body in getting back on track, which is prayer, action, and connection. So all of that was in my book, How to Wear a Crown, A Practical Guide to Knowing Your Worth. This is the old cover. And the new cover is actually in color, and it's really pretty and shiny and glossy, and you can get it on Amazon. You can also get an audiobook version by visiting www.IamRaquel.com and clicking on I Am Raquel Academy. And at I Am Raquel Academy, you can purchase an audiobook version, and if you need help with that, just let me know. So that being said, connect, act, pray, or is the opposite way. Pray, act, connect, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I love you guys. Bye. Oh, follow me on all the other stuff at I Am Raquel on all the social media. I'm having fun with TikTok right now, so check me out on that. And we have a podcast called From Rock Bottom to Badass on all of the podcast places if you want to check that out too. I love y'all. Bye.